Gautreaux.
I'm not a bad father. I never would hurt her, and this never should have been like this.
Corey Gautreaux is 3-year-old Riley's biological father. He never married her mother, and he says he has only had a verbal custody agreement with her.
It was a, I guess you say, personal agreement, and now it's going on paper, so that way nobody can interfere with me and my child again.
Gautreaux says he went to pick his child up from her maternal grandmother's house Friday afternoon, like usual, but didn't have any indication he wasn't welcome that day.
He said, well, you can come in, and I never did. At the same time, I'm bending down to pick up my little girl, and when I'm coming up with her, Grandma jumped on me.
He says she jumped on him. Police say he battered the woman. Gautreaux had 4 teeth knocked out. As he said, he's holding the little girl. He immediately went to his vehicle and left the residence. Gautreaux's mom said when she heard what happened, she immediately went to see the grandmother, believing what police had said.
I sat down with the grandmother and I asked her what had happened. And she pretty much told me, Corey knocked on the door. She could hear Riley saying, my daddy, my daddy. And she said, you know, she opened the door and he got the baby, and it made her angry. And she just jumped him.
Fast forward now to midnight. Gautreaux's mom says she starts getting texts saying Corey's picture was on the news and he was wanted for kidnapping. She called the child's mother to tell her the child was fine at Gautreaux's house in Evangeline Parish, but she didn't get an answer. Allen said she told detectives in Avoyelles that earlier that afternoon and couldn't understand why they didn't just call him before sending his picture out. Within 5 minutes of Allen calling the Evangeline Parish Sheriff's Office to ask for help, the marshals came into the home.
And I told him, I said, why are y'all coming at almost 2 o'clock in the morning? Y'all knew since 3:40 where he was at. I gave them the address. They wrote the directions down, the detective there, so they knew the whole time. But no, my son's face is splattered all over TV for the world to see, to make him look like he's some horrible person who beats up elderly people and steals children.
Next thing I know, I'll just wake up, I'm in cuffs, you know, and my little girl's not there no more.
Gautreaux still hasn't seen his child, but has gone before a judge and is scheduled to see her next week. The maternal side of the family declined an on-camera interview with us. Repeated calls to the Avoyelles Parish Sheriff's Office went unanswered. Now, some of our questions: can someone be charged with kidnapping if they are the legal parent and there are no custody agreements in place? What are the criteria police must reach before a statewide bulletin is issued? And was any attempt made to contact Gautreaux before the marshals went into the home to arrest him? Well, stay with us, everyone.